Hi, my name is Ben Ziegler. This is my GPS logger project for advanced motorsports instrumentation. First part of my project was this Pi 4, as well as this case I bought with a fan in it to keep the Pi cool. This is a Stratix GPS sensor, a 2 amp power supply, and another 2 amp power supply for my car, and a USB-C to HDMI cord to plug the Pi into a monitor, as well as an SD card to load the OS onto the Pi. Here's my test bench up in the Colwicky Motorsports lab. So, after installing the code provided by Professor McAlpine, I was able to load up the raw GPS data here using a command. This GPS data was recorded inside of a cinder block building, so as you can see, under speed error, the error in the speed is quite large. This problem was eradicated when I did take the logger outside, but I did notice inside and close to large buildings I started getting larger errors in my speed. Also displayed on the screen is the local time, as well as my latitude, longitude, and altitude, all in feet. Every single one of these also has an error implemented with it. This is the output of the code provided by Professor McAlpine. As you can see, this is still inside of our building, so there is a slight bit of error here between 0.05 and 0.75 miles per hour. This was in a courtyard between two tall buildings, and the error did go down slightly, but it didn't go completely away. And this was our in-car setup. My friend Simon helped me film and hold my setup together. And then the GPS sensor was taped down to the dash as far forward as I could get it under the windshield to hopefully not cause any additional error. This is us pulling out onto our racetrack, also known as North Tryon. This pull was done at 50% throttle, and the second pull was done at 75% throttle, up to the speed limit of 55 miles per hour. I just bought this car. It's a 2011 Golf, 5-speed manual, and I am still very bad at driving it, and my shifts weren't perfect, but I tried to keep them as consistent as possible.
She kind of moved.
Here's the two speed graphs from those pulls up to 55 miles an hour, the first run at 50% throttle, and the second run at 75% throttle. I noticed that the second run, I was able to reach the speed limit quicker than I was the first time, even though my shifts weren't very consistent between the two runs, as well as I was able to accelerate faster. This is the rest of the run that we logged. I lost the audio for this portion, but essentially we wanted to use the latitude and longitude to map out the route we took and compare it to how that appeared on Google Maps. So this is us driving back through campus around East Village and the light rail station. I noticed going over these speed bumps, although this is a fairly large speed bump, the altitude measurement didn't change by what it seemed to be on here, as I'm sure the error on that is not best for small bumps like this. Coming around the curves here, as I'll show at the end of the video, the data provided from the logger did seem relatively smooth, but I'm not sure if there's anything internal smoothing or graphs, or maybe Excel is smoothing it for me. But the data did come out relatively clean. So after the two runs were complete, I wanted to compare and contrast between Google Maps satellite image of our route. This is the Google Maps one highlighted in blue. And then the output of the logger is on this graph here. The two look relatively similar. I feel like there might be some scaling going on between the two, but all in all, they look pretty much the same. And yeah, thank you for watching my video.